Hey guys, it's Marilyn. I'm so excited to be back. It took me a while to post again. You're gonna have to give me some grace. I'm really just kind of learning and growing, but I do plan on being more consistent, definitely, with the videos. So thank you so much for just bearing with me, honestly, on this journey. I did take a 2-week trip to the Philippines to visit some family, so I really was just trying to be present and just spend that quality time with them. So if you have family, I really encourage you to spend that extra time with them if you can. Ready to lock in, ready to just take this thing that I've been starting to the next level. Honestly, it's just been a lot of learning, meeting people, growing, learning skills, learning how to talk to people, trying to find a flow of like making content, designing things that I really want to launch and sell very soon, and just a lot of planning and ideas. This video is just to kind of catch you up on what I've been working on, and I wanted to give 7 things that I've done so far that I found to be very helpful during this transition of not working and, you know, quitting my job and really trying to pursue being an entrepreneur and a business owner. So yeah, let's just get right onto it. I think the most important thing to prioritize and make sure that you're doing as you're stepping into like a new season of change, of growth, of whatever, is to stay grounded in the Word. What's really given me the strength and given me honestly the peace and comfort during this time of uncertainty is being grounded in the Word and just letting God really speak to me. There's nothing really to fear because He is our provider, and everything that I have is because of Him. So when you kind of take it a step further and think, I only have what I have because of Him, your mindset kind of changes and you really kind of just actually go into like a state of gratitude. Thank you, God, for always providing for me. And you got to put that full armor every day. The enemy will really try to get in your head, you know, when you're feeling so vulnerable during this time. He's gonna put lies into your head like you're not good enough, you're not gonna make it, you're gonna have to just get another job. You really have to shield yourself with the Word. Hold on, let me get my Bible. Okay, I swear, like, it's really when I'm feeling so discouraged, I'll turn to like a psalm or something and He'll literally just speak to me and just be like, girl, like, don't even worry. This morning, for example, Psalm 37, verse 3, it says, trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart. Jumping to verse 7, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Jumping to 16, better the little that the righteous have than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteousness. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. Jumping to verse 28, for the Lord loves the just and will not forsake His faithful ones. Jumping to verse 34, hope in the Lord and keep His way. He will exalt you to inherit the land. His word really just is there to remind you that He is really there for you and He will not forsake you. He won't, you know, He won't let you drown. The very first like Bible verse that I read the first week that I was unemployed, let me try to find it. This is turning into a Bible study, but I'm here for it because I love the Word. Yeah, so this was like the first week that I quit my job, and I started Deuteronomy, and it says, chapter 1, verse 30, the Lord your God, who is going before you, will fight for you as He did for you in Egypt, before your very eyes, and in the wilderness. There you saw how the Lord your God carried you as a father carries his son all the way you went until you reached this place. During my trip, I started Joshua, the book of Joshua. Let me just tell you. I will give you every place where you set your foot. No one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. jumping to verse 7. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So, yes, that is number one. Very important. Lean on God. Honestly, it doesn't even have to be something as big as quitting your job and figuring out how to start a business. It could be as something as small as getting an interview for a job that you're trying to get, or a decision you need to make about a person, if you need to cut someone out, like anything at all. Just stay rooted in the word. That's like always number one. Sorry that one kind of took so long, but also not sorry, because it's number one, and it's just like, that's the most important one, because literally everything else on the list does not matter if you don't have number one. So number two, find a mentor, or at least somebody that you can look up to and really just reach out to whenever, to get some really good advice or just some really good insight on what you should do. Someone that is experienced and has success in, you know, working for themselves and starting something of their own. Personally, for me, I feel like God really truly blessed me with my mentor that I found. He actually lives in my apartment. Actually, the first week that I quit, I was just kind of reflecting. I was in the middle of a fast. I was listening to worship music at the rooftop, and my AirPod just died out of nowhere, but I was alone, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna blast this worship music, whatever. This guy walks in, he's like, hey, that's some really beautiful music. And so I've actually met him a couple times, like maybe once or twice throughout the year, like when I first moved in, and then like another time. So like he was a familiar face, but yeah, we just started talking, and he's in the real estate industry. I have no experience in the real estate industry, but we just started talking. I told him about what I'm going through, and now he's basically kind of like my mentor. He's like teaching me a little bit about wholesale real estate. Look it up. It's not new, like it's been around for a while, and it's like all over social media, but I'm kind of just learning that and like how to build that skill of like talking to people. You really have to be disciplined and consistent if you really want to see results. So I'm learning a lot in that industry. Really just very random. Like I didn't think that I would be doing this, but find a mentor, somebody that will help lead you in the right direction, and just kind of also for accountability too, you know, like you can go to somebody that really helps you to reflect and just see where you're at. So yeah. And just a side note, wholesale real estate thing, that's really just there for me to kind of get my foot in the door and really just make some income as I am building this business. It's not guaranteed that you'll make, you know, a living off of a business that you're starting within the first like 1 to 2 months. So yeah, this whole real estate thing is just kind of something that I really want to pursue as I am growing my business. So it's something that I need to learn how to balance, which is gonna be in like another point later on. Number 3 is to really just plan and set realistic goals. Like obviously I knew that I wasn't gonna make $100,000 in my first month or two. So I think really just prioritize on what you want to accomplish first and really just go from there. My main priority right now is to launch my online shop, start marketing it and branding it on Instagram. And then also while I'm doing that, I'm also prioritizing the wholesale real estate, making calls, trying to get deals. And another thing is to really just learn how to balance everything. There was a week where I was just so focused on like making calls, doing the whole real estate wholesaling thing, and I literally didn't even work on my designs or anything. So it's like, yes, prioritize, but also balance everything. You can prioritize 2 or 3 things at the very top, but learn how to balance those things and learn how to still take actionable steps like for each thing that you really want to work on. Number 4 was to just execute. Just keep creating, get your creative juices flowing, writing down ideas, writing down game plans, and really just going from in here to on paper and to somehow into reality. If it only gets as far as your paper and pen, then it's not going to go anywhere. You really have to take what's in your head and whatever you write down and whatever you think of, somehow transfer that into reality, whatever that might look like. If that looks like making a phone call, asking somebody for help, watching YouTube videos to see how you can improve on something, start an Etsy shop. I've just been trying to take little, but I feel like good foundational steps into really just starting and launching my online shop. Number 5, I think, is very important. I would say surround yourself with the right people. Obviously, I mentioned a mentor, but not only that, your circle. So like your friends, your family, just surround yourself with people that believe in you and will encourage you. That's not to say that, you know, you should cut out people that are giving you advice, or if their heart's in the right place, then obviously just don't surround yourself with people who will constantly bring you down and constantly put fear into you or talk you out of it. I've just been surrounded by the most supportive people, like my church community, my family, my sister, my mentor, like just everyone that I'm surrounding myself with has been helping me grow, helping me really just get through this season so far. Yes, there can be times where if someone tells me something negative, like it's still gonna hurt me and it's still gonna affect me in some way. So I would just say as much as possible, just avoid those kind of people who maybe don't see your vision. They don't believe in what you see. When God gave you a dream or a desire in your heart, it's like he gave you prescription glasses. Like some people might not be able to see it, but that's just because it's not for them. Maybe only you and some people can see it right now, but in the long run it will come to fruition if you really just put in the work. Number 6 is also very important, which is to prioritize your health. I would say that's like mentally and physically. Literally like halfway during my trip, I was just kind of indulging in like all the food, and you know, they want to eat so many times a day, and basically I was not living in the spirit. I was living by my fleshly desires and having no self-control, and it was getting out of hand. And so I feel like the Lord really stopped me, literally delayed one of our flights by like a day. We had to like meet up with our family for Vietnam, and like there was a whole thing, but I feel like he kind of did that to like so I could take a step back and really just reflect on like what I'm doing. And I feel like he really spoke to me that day. Ever since then, like I vowed to really start stewarding my temple and prioritizing my health, because I've had actually blood results come back, and there were a good amount of things that didn't come back too good. So it's like I really need to prioritize my health. You know, you need to get active, you need to eat right. What are you building? You know, what if you build this huge successful business but then you can't even enjoy its fruit because, you know, you get into like an illness or a disease in later on down the line. So I would say now, just if you're not already, like really just try to prioritize your health, whatever that might look like. I was such a sugar addict, and I have been cutting out like dessert and sweets. I'm kind of just sticking to fruit for like any type of sugar. Cutting that out these past couple weeks has given me so much clarity, and I feel like it really is me denying my flesh, so I'm sure God sees that. Just getting back to the gym and like eating better definitely has been a really big goal of mine. I hope to actually put out a lot of content out there about like stewarding your temple, eating right, practicing and exercising your self-control. That is one of the fruits of the Spirit from Galatians. Number 7, I would say, is to really just be patient and be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. Like last week I was very hard on myself for some reason with just how things were going, but trust the process, surrender it to God, and just knowing that He's gonna take care of it and He's gonna provide. So really just be patient is something that I'm really still kind of learning, but is very important, I would say, in the foundation of building something that you really have a heart and a vision for. Pray about it and let Him direct you and guide your steps. I feel like He really is with me every step of the way. But I'm not saying like I have my worries and fears. I do. That's so normal. Like we're human, so that's gonna happen. That's why you need number one. You need to be rooted in the word. Just cling on to God and his promises that he is gonna take care of you and everything is gonna be okay. So yeah, I think that's it. I just have 7. Thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful in any way, I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I really plan to execute putting out more videos consistently. If you have any video suggestions or anything at all, you can definitely comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.